So welcome back everybody into another price action recap video. So it's Saturday, so of course the market is closed, but what better day than a Saturday to do some backtesting, some review, some price action training and analysis. So here we're looking at gold. We are now coming, since doing like August, I could go back to January, February, March, April, May, but since after FOMC, there was an increase in volume on gold. So I want to look, so now we're looking from the 21st of September of this year, and we're sort of looking at the London session. We're looking at London and New York session just to get a feeling of how the price moves based on all the adaptation that I was talking about in the previous ones. So we're starting here. As you can see, I removed all the levels. These levels that I usually have, they are quite good, but I saw that they give some good reaction. But since I'm not actually trading of them, there's no really point having them, I guess. So since I'm using mostly the last high, last lows, that's where I'm using I have the trigger for the trades. I don't think that's really a point in having them. Okay, you understood, right? Because I did not. Okay, so let's start as always. So this is our pre-New York, pre-London. We can see that here it starts. Some volume is coming to the chart from the pre-London open. Usually there's not a lot of volume, so I'm not expecting, I don't know what to expect. And that's the biggest thing. I don't want to expect anything. I want to just see what it is and see how it goes. So we have the start of the pre-London session and we have the price moving down. We create a new low and that's a good thing. Now we are having this high. That is the last high of reference. You can see that it gets retested and broken on the upside. Over here, I don't think that it's a good enough break and retest for me to enter. So maybe I will have these above. You can see this is the last high above the bearish candle. That's a possible PSA. So when we see a break and retest of this area, so like here, that's where we can take a first entry. You can immediately see now it's on the right hand side of the screen because I don't want to spoil myself with the price action. But you can see that now this is a very nice and strong breakout compared to these previous ones. So now I'm more optimistic about it. I like it, the price action more. I've given a little bit of time to the price to, I gave him the opportunity to show me that its strength. So now I would have my entry at this candle close because it's tapping this top wicks and then closing quite close. So yeah, a little bit of a word playing with words, a little bit of a pun. So now remember that we start with a 10 pip stop loss, even though during this low volume time we might even switch a little bit, but the fact that this gold has a little bit of a spread, especially during not high volume time. Anyway, the initial stop loss of 10 pip would be over here. And so we're going to see now if we can have a 15-20 pip win, especially based on the price action. So remember from the rules from yesterday, as soon as we've seen the price moving into a bullish fashion, in this case, we see that this is a respected pivot. We can see that we are going to move the stop loss to the market structure price point of interest, therefore reducing our risk and allowing us to get a nicer TP even with a smaller pip profit. Remember that of course I'm not aiming for like a 10 pips because all the times that I will get, because the price will immediately go into my stop loss, so the risk to reward would be around 1-to-1, and that's not really what I want. I would like to have a 2.5, 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio. so that with the right win rate, with the proper win rate, I'm allowed to have a profitable setup. So now here, remember that let's see what is the price action doing. So a little bit of volume. I want to see the price to spike up. So this is a nice bullish candle engulfing it, and as you can see, when we reach like this is 15 pips of profit more or less, I will move the stop loss below my lows. So this will be a pretty narrow stop loss. It's already now 1.5 something pips. So I'm already very happy because I got into the impulsive move, and now I'm not risking that much. As I said, from here now we are up like we are up 7 pips, not even 15. Yeah, sorry. I would want to see some more bullish price action. In this case, we could even take like a 15-16 pips, but I want to sort of understand the momentum of the price. Yeah, it is going up. If it's staying above these highs over here, in this case, I will be happier. Okay, I'm not happy anymore, but again, I'm only risking this 1-2 pips. Yeah, and I'm getting stopped out. As you can see, the top of the movement was only like 12 pips. So yeah, there wasn't any reason for me to take some profits. As you can see, we only got a very small loss, which is absolutely great for us. So let's take this screenshot because this was the first trade of the day. First trade. Now probably we're going to wait for London open. So now, of course, also these ones are quite large. This was the original stop loss. So now what the price is doing is actually making a new low. Not a lot of volume and direction. So let's see what is actually the price is actually telling us. I will wait for London to open. Okay, which is opening in a few minutes. So this is London open. Yeah, basically 1 minute before London open, we have the break below these lows and the retest of these lows. So again, same thing. We can take this entry, high risk, high reward entry. Stop loss after this candle closing is right above these candles. So that's okay. Okay, that's perfect. But when we see the price moving down, still around 12 pips, that's when we're going to move our stop loss over there, just right above this top wick. And let's see if we get a continuation down for at least 15-20 pips. Now the stop loss is like 3-4 pips, realistically like a 5 pips loss. So I would love to have a 15-20 pip TP. Okay, now the price is staying above. Let's see. Now this is a nice momentum. I really want to see price breaking below here and reach my possible TP of 15-20 pip. 20 pip is already far away, but with London volume, I'm quite hopeful that it will reach it, especially if it breaks below fast. I'm not liking this. I might even now take the stop loss even further closer, because now this is the last price point of interest. And let's see, I'm not really liking the price action because, as you can see, there's not enough direction. I like this bearish candle. I really want the price to break below these lows. Yes, and it's doing that. So it's quite a difficult scalp. So I will take my 20 pip TP and run away. Run away because, I mean, it was a very well managed and fought trade, but we managed properly. At the end of the day, after this pivot, we were basically at break even, but we reached a TP over here. So that's absolutely great. This might be the only trade for the London session. Yes, because there's not much happening after that. So we want to grab this and see now the New York session that is coming in. So let's go into the New York session, which starts at 2. Okay, this is the New York session start. As you can see, we made our way down from this level 1926, 1928, sorry. We are already down at 1920, so we went down 70 pips. So what I want to see, as you can see, this is exactly New York open, and we have these last lows that gets broken and retested multiple times in the first minute. I'm not really a fan of entering straight away at New York open because especially there's a lot of volume coming in around 820. But if we see the price that is trending and some nice candle that's for example below these lows, that's where we could take some entry. We are 4 minutes after New York open, and we can see that the price is nicely breaking below. This one is the candle of the open. When we go down and we retest it, we have this nice entry, which could be at this candle close, this bearish candle that is closing with the top wick, or these bullish ones. So this entry, of course, with a 10 pip stop loss would be around there. So we are going to mark it as a stop loss. Okay, yeah, about that. So again, as always, you can see already see it. Price is moving a bearish trend. Now we are breaking and retesting. When we see this impulsive move, 15 pip, the stop loss we move the stop loss above here. Is basically a break-even trade now. Again, and let's do this and do it red because the stop loss gets moved. It's a 15 pip, and I really like this impulsive move. But since there's a lot of volume, I don't know why the broker is doing this. Since there's a lot of volume, I will stick with it, and I would love to have around 20 pips. And I want it to break below this low, especially now. We get this bullish momentum. I don't like it, but I mean, I'm already basically break even. I don't really care. And if we get to 20 pips, if we break below, yeah, that's a very, very good trade. We go to 20 pips, which is below these lows. Okay, so this is the second win of the day. We went, we got 20 pips, and a very small loss of around 2 pips, I would say, and that's great. So this one was the break below, and this is our trade. Okay, very good. So now what I would love to see is actually a break below these lows and a continuation. Okay, the breakout is there, but there's no retest. So now I will have to adapt and go with this. Okay, and we can take a second attempt over here. It's not a second attempt, it's a further trade. And at this candle close, we can already see that there's a bullish candle, but remember that we have a 10 pip stop loss, which is around here, and the start of this candle. Okay, this is the stop loss. Okay, yeah, and as you can see, we get stopped out immediately. So now this is one of the full losses. And that's okay, that's simply part of the game, and then we move up. So now let me grab this one as well. Was a break and retest. The breakout was nice, and simply it didn't work this time. Now, and we didn't give it didn't give us any time to take what's the word, to adapt our stop loss to it. Now we have a breakout of these highs, and then we probably have a news at 8:30. So we will not enter that close as a time, and I don't know about the news, so I would want to see some clear price action over here. This is a nice candle that is retesting these lows, but I will not say that I will enter over there. So now we're letting the price do its thing. This is most likely the price action, the price levels of interest that I'm looking at for breakouts and breakdowns below. So let's see from these pivots if we have some nice price action. It's still very sketchy. It's already 10 minutes after the news. We have an impulsive move, but you can see that there are no filled candles closing above. It's not like full strong candles closing above, so I will not take that buy. Let's see. Okay. And I don't know either if this one will be faked out, but I guess so. I think we would. I mean, I say we, but I think I would. And that would be quite awful, I would say, but yeah, that's a 10 pip loss again. And let's see. Okay. Now, as you can see, price failed to break below, failed to make new lows. And it's still failing to make new highs, because as you can see, we failed to make new highs. So this one, let me grab that for a loss. Okay. So now we might take this one. Now it's a little bit of a stronger price action. Let's see if it's actually going into a win. The stop loss would probably most likely be above there. Yes, this one would be the original stop loss. And I would say that, yeah, if we go around a little bit more than that, we would adapt it, the stop loss, for the possible loss. Okay, so now this one would be another full loss of 10 pips, I think, because I don't think that I will be able to adapt it, but it's not making much of a difference. So I'm sorry. Okay, let me go back to where I was. Okay, we were on the 21st. This one was doing London, this one is doing New York. Okay, so I wanted to do this so that we're not able to adapt the stop loss. So that's okay. Price fails to break, is making new highs. It's moving in a quite sketchy way, and we're now coming into the new 4-hour candle. I don't think there is a possible entry below these lows, or even there. This is probably just hindsight for the reversal. Yes, I don't want to see it because I will just think in hindsight. We have these highs and we have now these lows. Let's see, now we have these last lows. Sorry. Okay. Failing to make new highs. Okay, so now we have this one. As you can see, clear breakout and retest. Same thing, the stop loss 10 pip. Okay, will be right above below here, around that. And you can already see that when the price is moving in such a nice way, it's already 10 pip up, we adapt the stop loss and adjust it to place it right below these candle lows. And this is, yes, this is the error. And I want to apply as default. Okay, so this is the error. So let's see now if it goes to at least 20 pips. Okay, now we're making our second leg. Yeah, we just needed to go around 20, 19, 17, 74. Okay, it doesn't look like it's going. Okay, probably, you know that I will take it out here or there after surviving. As you can see, that's why the stop loss placement is very important. This is like a 17 pip. When I see it failing to make new highs, that's where I could take it off. in order not to incur in any loss. I mean, 17 pips is still way better than a small loss or break even, and it's not much of a difference from a 20 pip win. And I don't really want, that's the main point, I don't want to be so narrowly focused on a digit that I lose touch of the reality. So let's see now. This is New York Stock Exchange opening, and we still fail to make new highs. It will go to 20 pips, as you can see. But yeah, that's a part of the lesson. I don't really want to stay greedy and really only think about the. I want to think about the things done and not how it could have been, and yada yada yada. So now we have these lows. Here, over there, I don't really care about these eyes anymore. I'm just looking at these ones. So probably this time, especially with this candle closing as it is, I will enter. Okay, I will enter at this candle, this one candle close. My stop loss will be 10 pips as always. So let me just short it. 10 pip will be around there. Yeah, a little bit above. Okay. And now when I see the price breaking above, when it goes around 10 pip, then I will place the stop loss. This pivot is quite big, so it only saved me like 4-5 pips. Yeah. But yeah, as you can see, its price is quite sketchy. We will absolutely incur in a loss, but at least we, as I said, when we see this move up, that's when I will move the stop loss up as well. So we will all incur into a 6-7 pip loss instead of a full 10. After that, we will go for like 16-17 pips, but yeah, that will not be enough. I don't really like this push below. It's not really showing me some strength from the buyers as well. So now, what is something interesting is that we are now possibly correcting this one. So we might take another chance at this candle. I really see a bullish one, but I don't care. I mean, it's just, I want to really backtest the setup. The first stop loss will be there, and we will be stopped out immediately. Okay. So this is another loss right before going into profits. Then we have a break below these lows. That's a possible further entry that we could take. Okay. Stop loss will be above there. Yeah. And in this case, I don't know if we will take, yeah, we get to 10 pips and we will probably take this loss with the stop loss adapted. So let me just adjust it into a red. Okay, so now these are two losses in a row for the same trade idea, and that's okay. Now we're coming into the 10 a.m. candle, and now the price is starting to move up. We are moving above these highs. We make another block, and that's where we could have our entry at this retest. Okay, over here. So now this will be, yeah, basically a 10 pip stop loss will be over there. And when we see the price move up, yeah, I mean, there's no really, we already go to our TP. Probably we'll go, yeah, we'll probably sell it above there for some for 20 pips of profits, even though it will go to around 30 pips. So now this one will be a win. We would adapt the stop loss right above when it's going into a bullish one. We'll adapt it and reduce the risk. But that will be already a win over here. So I think now that's probably it for the session and for the day. And I want to review with you guys the actual trades that we would have taken over there. This is Euro USD. So now let's have a look. Okay. Okay, so let's have a look. So this one will be a first loss. So let's use this one. So this one will be, we said about minus 1.5 pips. Okay. This one was a 20 pip. So this is a plus 20, plus 20. This one was a minus 10, a full 10. This one was a minus 10, minus 10, plus 17. This one was minus 7. This one was minus 10, minus around 5. And this is a plus 20 of the end at the end of the day. So overall, like a 20 pip profit, and of course not counting commission. So not hugely profitable, but still a profitable day. Market were not really that during New York. They were quite rough, I would say. But yeah, the feeling, especially during London, was quite good. A lot of avoidable trades during this price action. But yeah, probably still something that I want to improve. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.